What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the fastest players in FIFA 21 and the whole host of the new categories that we haven't really touched on during the past few days. As you can tell from the setup, we have moved downstairs. If you wanted to check out the full setup, go onto Twitter, and if you would like to see a little setup, there's not a hell of a lot to go through, but I thought, you know what, if you want to see it, then maybe we could do a little video on it. It might be just a little thing here, there, and everywhere. So definitely go down below and let me know there. But we are here, we're downstairs, we're away from our room, which is unfortunate, but hey ho, life moves on. This is going to be where FIFA 21 hits off, basically. So let's move into FIFA 21's player rating. So we have got a few to go through. We've got the best passers, strongest players, fastest players. We've got the 5-star skillers, which I'm very interested in. So let's have a look at the fastest players in FIFA 21. And I think, are we going from fastest to slowest? I don't know why it doesn't do it the other way. Let's go to the bottom, because I want to see the lowest to the highest. We've got Rafa as the starter, 94 pace, 87 dribbling. That's going to be a sensational card. Just looking at the base already, good pace, great dribbling, shooting can have a chem style on. That's going to be very interesting to see how he works out in the game. Left mid now. Was he left mid or was he right mid? I always get him mixed up. I feel like he was left mid and Pizzi was right mid. So again, a nice card to look at right there. One of the fastest. Inaki Williams, always a great starter. It all depends on his weak foot and skill moves. I'm pretty sure they are on the lower side. But he's got 79 shooting. You could go with maybe a sniper if they're the exact same. He's already got some physical on him. He's got the 79, a 78. That can go up. 94 pace. Very, very nice already. Then we go on to 2. Ejuke, 94. Again, I don't really see him going in. And Diate. Them two are going to be nice bench players. Maybe very, very at the start just for that pace. But I don't see them really clutching up a game for you, in my opinion. Then we go, oh, we got a bronze with 94 pace. He's going to be, you want to watch out for him, because if you are doing the bronze pack method from the start, he will be very expensive, people knowing that he's the top rated pace. So he may actually sell for something. He might not, don't hold myself to gospel, but he could be somewhat of a super beast for some people. A little bit of pace, you never know. Mane, obviously the 90 rated Liverpool player. He was always going to have fast pace and a very, very nice card in general. 94 pace, 90 dribbling, 85 shooting. Not really the physical, but I feel like he's going to absolutely tear it down the wings. What is he coming in at? 90? Yeah, I thought there might have been something underneath there. And then we go a silver player. Okay, 94. There, Preston lad, not really going to do too much. And Areola Butter, I want to say that, I could be wrong. 94 pace, again, two that are really not going to do too much. Again, like the bronze player, maybe he goes for a value, people knowing that he's one of the top rated pace players. It's just a theory. Then we have Kim In-seong, I want to say that's how you pronounce the name, could be butchering it, so don't hold me to it. And Gelson Martins, who actually was a 5-star skiller, or is a 5-star skiller as well. So great pace and the 5-star. Definitely looking into that. I feel like we will see a bit of Costa today as well. But very nice pace. 85 dribbling's pretty high up there. Obviously the shooting and passing definitely need some work if you are playing him more as a right mid. Then we have Bailly and Hakimi. Hakimi is one that really kind of like struck me a little bit. I'm pretty sure from what I've been hearing from where did he play before? So what I've been hearing from Dortmund fans and Dortmund people on Twitter is he was playing more of a right wing back all last year. So it's very interesting to see that they've took that and gone with the right mid. Obviously he started as a left back, then went over to a right back, and then now he's a right mid in this game. It's going to be interesting. Obviously cracking pace. Would you want him on the right mid when you know he's more defensively orientated? That's something that we're going to find out pretty much at the start of the game. By another nice cheap beast right there. 94 pace, 82 dribbling, 76 shooting. To start with, he's going to be one to look at. Definitely get in there. You've got Harriet, who you can link him with, who's a 5-star skiller. You can already see the kind of squads merging together now with all the leagues. It all depends on what kind of branch you want to go down. Then we have Sarr from Watford. Again, another player that's going to be very, very cheap in terms of starting teams. Because really, 80 dribbling, not quite up the 85s yet. 77 shooting's not too bad. Low pace, low passing, and low physicals. But cracking pace. Could he just be the burner down the wing? That's something we have a look at. And we have a Dijon left back, and hopefully that doesn't raise his price, because if Dijon are, I don't know if they're actually in Ligue 1 still, I really don't want them to be that expensive. Then we have Vinicius and Oh, I'm not even going to pronounce it. I'm terrible with names, especially Japanese and Chinese names. I just can't pronounce them. But 95 pace between them. Obviously, Vinicius is going to be the one. 5-star skiller as well. He was the big kind of prospect from last year. He was on the Volta cover. Very interested to see how he plays this year. He has got an 80 rated card. Hopefully we do see some sort of inform, even if it's non-performance based. I'd like to see some specials from him because I'd be very interested to see what we're like. It's almost like watching a Neymar grow up as such, and I don't want to compare him because obviously they are their own player, but that's the sort of like level that I want to see Vinicius get up to. He'll be like then having the choice of having Ronaldinho, Neymar and Vinicius all at 90s. That would be absolutely insane to see, because I think the Brazilians, obviously the icons are absolutely phenomenal, but I feel like their players are not quite the level that they had prior. Obviously Brazil had an amazing team back in the day, and now they're starting to grow them again. There is still so many good players, but I'd love to see these young players really up there in the levels of like Neymar. Next up we have big boy Daniel James and Alphonso Davies. Obviously James 77, still on the lower rated. We managed to get a future star from him last year, which was incredible, and then we did get a summer heat as well, which just blew it out the water. We've got 70 shooting, 76 dribbling, 95 pace. Again, he's going to be a starter. That's all it's going to be. A starter squad, that's about it. I don't see him lasting more than maybe a couple of weeks, even a week potentially. I feel like he will drop down in that sort of aspect as such of the game, and obviously he may go to the sub bench if people are not making the coins straight away. Then obviously bench wise would be nice for him. But Alphonso Davies, cracking player. He's had a huge upgrade from his silver last year. He's been phenomenal in that left back, getting the treble, absolutely bossing everybody from that position. I'm very, very happy to where he's gone, and hopefully should be a nice one going forward. If he continues the way he was or the way he left the season, we should be seeing a lot of informs, a lot of special cards from this guy, which would be just awesome. It'd be actually amazing to see. We've already got the 96 pace. 76 defending isn't amazing, but all it takes is one or two specials, and that's already up into the 80s, and it's going to be a fantastic card. I can already feel it. And then the final two, we have got a big boy Traore, 96 pace. How has he only got 80 physical? This guy is absolutely jacked, and I don't know how they make these ratings, because it's made out of really stamina, strength, aggression and jumping. Jumping, I can't really say. I don't really know how high he can jump. I don't know if he's good at jumping. Stamina, I can imagine he's pretty good. He's very quick. He does a lot of runs in the games, and I think that would kind of warrant a good stamina as such. Strength definitely is like a 99. He is absolutely built. He pushes people off for fun. And aggression, that's where I could say, is he aggressive, or is he only aggressive when they come to tackle him? It's very interesting to see that one, but I think strength most definitely should have that massive impact on it, being that it's physical. That's the whole point of this, is it's physicality, not necessarily how aggressive he is, how stamina he's got. It is pure strength, and this guy definitely has more than that. But he has got 96 pace, and he has got 86 dribbling, so definitely, if you're looking at a starter squad, most definitely he will be there. He will be expensive to start with. I think he'll be hitting the 10k mark if the price ranges are like that still. But I think give it a day or two and he will start to drop. Obviously, the pace only works for so long until people work out how to stop that sort of method. If you can stop that sort of method, that is. But a very nice card. Obviously, Daniel James is up there as well. If one is not as expensive as the other, then potentially you look at either one of them. And then we go into the big boy rating. That is Kylian Mbappe, 96 pace, 86 shooting, 91 dribbling, 76 physical and 78 passing. So a 90 rated striker is always going to be fantastic. And being Mbappe, I would love to get this card on day one. He will be absolutely phenomenal. I had his 89 in FIFA 20, literally from about the fourth set of rewards all the way up until the end of the game. And I still have his gold card packed. So it's very interesting to see what this 90 is going to be like, because I really enjoyed the 89 version. So now that he's kind of gone into there and he's got that upgrade and he is kind of like cover material now, I really want to see how well he plays in game. He is going to be so expensive, and especially being joint fastest player in the game, Very interesting to see, especially from the start, because obviously there's not many informs, there's not many specials, so he will hold the price of such a high caliber. I can see him over $1 million at the very, very minimum, especially to start with. So very interested to see there. And that's all the fastest players. So we have got a list of the best free kick takers in FIFA 21. Obviously, we are going from back to front now, realizing that they're kind of putting the best players at the top. I don't know why they don't go downwards with that and we get better and better. We have to go to the bottom and go up. To start with, two relatively lower rated players. We've got 88 free kick accuracy and 89. Then we move on to Ward Prowess, who's got 89, and Neymar with 89. Again, Neymar is going to be one of the ones. Ward Prowess, I think to start with, definitely would be someone that could get into the team just to kind of fill that chemistry spot, especially if you are going for a really low-rated BPL. I feel like that is the only team you want if you're going with a BPL, is lower rated. You don't want to go for these 84, 5, 6s because they are going to be extraordinary priced, in fact. So for me, I would stick to the lower ones and then maybe have like a side team, not an off league, but like a Bundesliga and La Liga, somewhere where you can kind of go with a little bit more expensive, but they're not going to kind of really take all of your coins straight off the bat. Then we have Nakamura. And I want to say that is he the Nakamura from Celtic? Let me know down below if you think he is. I'm pretty sure he is. And he was always absolutely phenomenal at free kicks. So shame he is a silver, so he's not going to be used too much. But again, Japanese silver objective team. Nakamura in there, 90th minute free kick. That would be a pretty sick way to see off a game with Nakamura getting that in. Giovinco with 91 free kick accuracy. Didn't really know he was actually that good at free kicks. But again, another kind of... He was the more speedy pace player. Now he's a cam. Again, could we see him? Italian links. Very nice in the Saudi League. We then have Pjanic and Baradi. Bardai. Yeah, you know who I mean. 91 free kick accuracy and 92. Pjanic being for Barca, obviously going to kind of rise up his price quite a bit, but I feel like he's going to be one of the ones that's seen as still a fodder player, if anything. He's going to be nice for the Barca links, but that's really about it. You're going to have him next to De Jong, Messi, Griezmann, all of them good players, so it's going to be interesting to see where he fits in there. But again, a nice free kick accuracy, and I think this is the top two now. We have Parejo at a 93. Again, another player. Not a clue that he was actually going to be that good at free kicks. He has dropped down from an 86 to an 85, and we have got David Silva to take his place, who is going to be that fodder Spanish 86 player. So whenever you get a Spanish, I think he's a cam in fact, you're going to know it's pretty much David Silva. So an interesting one to see. Obviously, I'm glad that we've not got both of them as an 86, but a nice thing to know that he's got good free kick accuracy, because he will be quite cheap. Whether he actually goes into a starting team, I personally would stay away from him. With 50 pace, I think that's a little bit too low in my opinion. And then we have the god himself, that is Messi. It's interesting that we don't see Ronaldo in here, but I know he's not necessarily scored too many free kicks in the past kind of year or two, so I can imagine he has dropped off. He's probably not too far off from this list, because really we've only got how many players? 8. We've got 10 players here, so obviously there is a load more that you could rank in order. So we've only got the best 10, and Messi obviously is the best in the game in it. So very interested to see with his 94. Always like Messi with his left foot on that kind of free kick area, and it's going to be nice to see. It's always good to have a right-footed and a left-footed free kick taker, just because then you've got both angles covered. And even if then you go with maybe a power free kick taker in the middle, someone like how David Luiz used to do them, very interesting to see, most definitely. And something I want to really get into on this FIFA is learning the set pieces. Corners, I'd really just kind of randomized it. Free kicks, I knew 1 or 2 methods, but didn't know power, didn't know outside the foot, didn't really know how the kind of 1-2 stuff system works when you put the second player and first player. I kind of just ran over the ball and passed it. I want to get into more of the meta free kick style. So interested to see. Messi is the best free kick taker, and that's it.